Imagine being part of a universe where your mission is to boldly go where no one has gone before. Now imagine, after nearly 60 years of warp drives, phaser battles and saving entire planets, your entire future is suddenly hanging by a thread. What if everything Star Trek built was about to change forever? Because right now, Paramount is risking it all. But why? Well, today we're diving into a story of hope, betrayal, and a gamble that could either revive Star Trek or finally end its legacy as we know it. In this video, we're going to warp to the future of Star Trek like never before. You'll discover the bold new shows and movies that are about to reshape the galaxy, and the burning question on every Trekkie's mind: is Star Trek risking everything to survive in a changing world? From a brand new Starfleet Academy series to a shocking live-action comedy, an untold origin story and a long-delayed Star Trek 4, the answers will surprise you, maybe even shock you. So keep watching, because what's coming next could change Star Trek forever. Star Trek's Golden Era. Flashback to 2022. Almost every Thursday, Paramount Plus was dropping fresh episodes from 5 Star Trek shows, and fans were eating good. We had Strange New Worlds, bringing back the classic vibe. We had Lower Decks, delivering humour, and deep Trek lore as well. And then we had Picard, giving a tearful farewell to a legend. Everything felt unstoppable, but what if this was just the calm before the storm? Because by 2023, the tides turned. Endings and uncertainty. Star Trek Picard ending is a powerful goodbye to Captain Picard after decades. Discovery, the show that relaunched modern Trek, announced its final season, and Lower Decks said its last farewell after season 5. Fans were devastated to the point that one wrote on Reddit, "Star Trek Thursday is no more. It feels like an era just ended." And I guess it did. So let's have a look at the behind-the-scenes shakeups. Adding to that, in 2024, Star Trek Prodigy switched platforms entirely, moving to Netflix for its second season, which, by the way, fans called its best yet. Meanwhile, Paramount went through a massive merger with Skydance. Boardrooms, closed-door meetings, franchise budgets getting slashed and shuffled. People were wondering, is this the end? But what happened after that? Well, it left everyone speechless. Starfleet Academy. Because instead of playing it safe, Paramount made a daring move. They announced Starfleet Academy. A new generation, a new century, a brand new story set in the 32nd century, the farthest point in the Star Trek timeline so far. Production kicked off in late 2024, aiming for a 2026 premiere on Paramount Plus. And they're not holding back on this, I can tell you. Oscar winner Holly Hunter as the Academy Chancellor. Imagine her commanding presence in Starfleet robes. Can't wait. Paul Giamatti playing a mysterious villainous role. Brilliant. Plus, the Academy is back on Earth in San Francisco. For long-time fans, that's a nostalgic punch straight to the chest. But what if these young cadets aren't just, well, students? Kurtzman hinted they'll challenge old assumptions, question past decisions, maybe even rewrite what it means to be Starfleet. Ooh. The new flagship. Meanwhile, Strange New Worlds isn't going anywhere. With Discovery concluded, SNW became Star Trek's crown jewel. Season 3 wrapped filming in May 2024, and it's dropping July 17, 2025. Remember that cliffhanger with the Gorn? Yeah, it's finally getting resolved. Jonathan Frakes is back to direct a stylish Hollywood noir-themed episode. Fans can't wait for that one. And here's the kicker: Paramount renewed it for a 4th season, filming in spring 2025, all just in time for Star Trek's 60th anniversary in 2026. But Paramount isn't stopping there, because at San Diego Comic-Con, they announced a show that, well, nobody expected: a live-action Star Trek comedy series. Wait, what? You heard that right. Created by Tawny Newsome, Mariner on Lower Decks, and Justin Simeon, Dear White People, this half-hour workplace comedy is set on a pleasure planet. Think The Truman Show meets the Orville. Their lives are being broadcast as entertainment. It's weird, it's wild, and it's, pure Trek risk-taking. One fan wrote on Twitter, "Star Trek meets reality TV? What timeline is this?" Seriously, but what if this gamble actually works? Let's have a look now at the Origin movie. See, Paramount also wants Trek back on the big screen, so enter the Star Trek Origin movie. Directed by Toby Haynes, Black Mirror and USS Callister, and written by Seth Grahame-Smith, the Lego Batman movie. This movie goes way back, decades before J.J. Abrams' 2009 reboot. It tells the story of humanity's first encounters with alien species, the birth of the United Federation of Planets. Imagine a prequel set mostly on Earth, with political tension, sci-fi wonder and first contact drama. Well, production begins in 2025 for a 2026 theatrical release. And yes, it's time to honour Star Trek's 60th anniversary. The long-awaited Star Trek IV. But what about the Kelvin timeline? You know, Chris Pine as Kirk, Zachary Quinto as Spock, that crew. Well, after years of delays, rewrites and director changes, Star Trek IV is finally moving forward. Steve Yockey, the writer behind The Flight Attendant, is crafting the script. No director has been officially attached yet, but the cast wants to return for one final voyage. Imagine seeing this crew on the big screen again after almost a decade. Now, if everything aligns, Star Trek IV could premiere in 2026, perfectly capping off the Kelvin crew's journey. One fan said of this, "Please, just one more mission. That crew deserves closure." Goosebumps. And speaking of fans, here are some of the fan and actor reactions. Robert Picardo, who returns for Starfleet Academy as an instructor, said, "It's mind-bending to portray a character with such a long digital memory that remembers 36 generations of organic colleagues." Showrunner Terry Matalas teased, "There is a rich opportunity in the stories that could be told if Legacy were to come to fruition. Never say never." And Jonathan Frakes added, "They can't deny the fan reaction," and that's very true. Meanwhile, fans are hopeful but, wary. One wrote on Reddit saying, "Robert Picardo's in it, Tig Notaro's in it, it has the most massive set of any Star Trek ever." Another said, "If fan support's loud enough, Paramount will move money around. They always do." Another says, "Strange New Worlds feels like classic Trek Reborn. I haven't been this excited since TNG days." On X, formerly known as Twitter, a fan tweeted, "Starfleet Academy sounds promising. Finally, we'll see cadets learning what it really takes to explore the stars." But not everyone is on board. Some are worried that too many projects might dilute the franchise. They need to focus on quality over quantity. Trek's strength is deep stories, not flashy spin-offs, one critic wrote. Still, whether it's hope, skepticism or pure nostalgia, one thing is clear. Star Trek continues to spark passionate debate, even after almost 60 years. The final cliffhanger. So, what does the future hold for Star Trek? New cadets rewriting Starfleet's legacy, a comedic gamble that could crash or soar, a powerful origin movie exploring humanity's first step into a bigger universe, and a long-awaited final voyage for a beloved crew. But here's the truth. Star Trek isn't just a franchise. It's a dream of what we could become. And right now, that dream is facing its toughest test in 60 years. Will they risk it all to build a future worthy of the name, or will it all come crashing down into subspace? In the end, Star Trek's journey isn't just about starships, warp drives or phasers set to stun. It's about hope, about daring to imagine a better world, even in the darkest times. As the franchise enters this bold new era with fresh cadets at Starfleet Academy, the thrilling cliffhangers of Strange New Worlds, an unexpected live-action comedy, a powerful origin story and a long-awaited return of the Kelvin crew, one thing is clear. Star Trek isn't just surviving, it's boldly thriving. But with so many risks ahead, will these new stories honour the legacy Gene Roddenberry built? Or will they push the Federation into uncharted chaos? That is something only time will tell. Because out there, beyond the final frontier, the real adventure is just beginning. If you want to know how these upcoming projects will transform the future of Star Trek and what secrets are still hidden in Paramount's plans, click on this next video right here, and you won't believe what you'll discover on this one. I'll see you there, take it easy and live long and prosper.